Well, Tim, we have had a frantic couple of days with the news coming from the Treasurer about stamp duty, haven't we?
Just a bit, yeah. And the more we discuss it, the more confused I get. To be honest with you.
Yes.
But I know that my confusion is I don't have a monopoly on that. It seems to be fairly well widespread out there in the community. I had to go up and get some groceries, as one does, and someone came up to me there, and having seen me on the television, and said, "Well, what's going on with this and with that?" So anyway, we are going to dig further into that, I understand, and Friday is when we'll get some better details. But
yeah, there's just too much to go into for this afternoon, I think. So I have had a fairly long conversation with Treasury earlier today, and they did answer some of my questions. But the thing is that it's a consultation period, so we don't know if anything's going to change or not. So I think it's really important to make that point clearly right now. There'll be consultation between now and March. Anyway, we'll go into more detail about all of the things that around the budget that impact real estate agents on Friday. You're in charge, right, of doing the research?
Yes, thank you. But when I do the research, I send it to you, and you email me back saying I'm not going to read it. But anyway, before we get into the mudslinging, how about you?
Oh, what?
How about you, thought leader?
Yeah, who'd have thunk it?
How about that? Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, that was right. For the REI Awards. So yeah, that's exciting. So come the 11th of December, that's when the winners are announced, and I will have a glass of champagne in my hand either way, because let me tell you, the other women in the category are awesome. So there's some really, really good people, and some of my girlfriends, which is really nice. So any excuse for a party, you know what I'm like. Yep.
Anyway, good luck with it. I'm sure that you'll be on the short list.
Yes, thank you very much. Now, we also had a call earlier today with Fair Trading around some changes to CPD. And so we will actually provide that all in writing for everybody, because it's a little bit detailed and a little bit complicated. But in short, if you are getting your license in within 3 months of the end of the CPD year, which is March, you don't have to do CPD points between now and between December and March, effectively.
Yeah, I think you and I talked about this before we am I allowed to say came on air or come on air?
Sure, come on air, absolutely.
That's what the big people do. So we had a chat about that, and there seemed, even during the presentation of Fair Trading, some confusion between Fair Trading people. So I think we'll have to wait and get some documents out of them where there is expensive, and then we will distill that and put it out. But at least it's moving in that direction. We will get some advice on that.
Yes, absolutely. And the other thing that they talked about was licensing and getting the fees paid back.
How good is that?
I know you've been working on that like a Trojan, I tell you.
Yeah. See, there's benefits in being a pain in the,
Apparently
exactly. We got there. We promised we would, didn't we? We said we would get you your money back, and it is coming. Not only that, when the initial concession, they said, "Oh, well, we can give you back your license fee, but not your contribution to the statutory fund, and not the application fee." And now they're going to give it all back.
They are going to give it all back, and that's going to happen. So people don't need to chase it. It is going to happen automatically for a lot of people on or around December 18, but there will be some people who paid with a credit card that's now expired, or a few other scenarios that they will need to get your manual detail, your bank details from you manually, and that will all happen prior to the end of March.
And when we say you don't have to chase it, that doesn't mean that you don't have to make a diary note to make sure you got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it is alleged that that it will be heading your way.
Yes, exactly.
So they're allegations, not facts at this stage.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure we will speak again on this in coming weeks. You got out of Adelaide just in time, my friend.
Yes, I did. I came back on Sunday, 2 weeks over there with my mum and dad, who I have contacted and read the Riot Act to earlier today. So, yeah, got out just in time.
They've closed down for they've closed down for the next 6 days. So no auctions and no open homes. And I think it just goes to remind everybody how important the COVID safety stuff is, because we just don't want to see that happen. Thankfully, our Premier seems to be a little bit more measured than some in closing these things down. But yeah, it is worth also reminding everybody that Fair Trading are out inspecting COVID plans.
Yes, they are. That's right. They are out inspecting that. We were fortunate. Was it last week?
Last week, yeah. We
had a gentleman from Fair Trading. As I recall, he had some difficulty with his speaker and his microphone, which was. But it is worth watching that podcast, I think.
Yeah, it sure is. Now the team have reminded me that we've only got a couple of diaries left. So if you are still haven't ordered your diary for 2021, there's only a few left. So get onto that today. And tonight is the final State of Origin, and if we lose, what happens? If we lose,
unfortunately, so we've taken a position, probably the best way to describe it, with our colleagues to the north, the REIQ. If we win, then they have to colour their logo the blue that we have, and if they win, we have to colour our logo the red of theirs. But it's only for 24 hours. But I'm not even contemplating that. I'm contemplating enjoying them having to colour their logo.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Alrighty, so a reminder, 10:30 on Friday for the webinar. Apologies for the short notice, but we did not know that this stamp duty information was going to come out of yesterday's budget. So we just thought it was important to get the information to you. And there is a period of consultation. So we have got a meeting with Treasury next week. So if you have questions, if you have other ideas, if you have other things that you want us to put to Treasury, please let us know either on Friday or before Friday. And if you've got any questions we can answer for you on Friday, just reach out and we will, that's the royal we. Tim will do the research for you.
Yes, and I'll just underline that because we do have this consultation phase. I'm very pleased that finally the taxes, the property taxes are on the table and we are going to be examining them. I'm a little bit concerned about the process to date, but anyway, not much we can do about that. But we do now have the opportunity to make a contribution to what it's going to look like going forward.
Yeah.
Which is not to be wasted.
No.
And to see if we can't put some equity into property taxes.
Yeah. Sounds good. All righty. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think today, I think you've covered it.
All right. Beautiful. All right. Well, I will see you back online at 10:30 on Friday.
You will.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.